So we don't want to be like Philly fans because something happened. Something
Are
happened
we?
unexpected for our beloved St. Louis Cardinals just
This
Oh,
was my
yesterday
World Series. This was my World
on
Series.
Monday. What a special
This,
moment.
dude, I don't think like I said earlier. This is my World Series for the year. I don't think I've been more happy to be a Cardinal fan since probably Albert's 700 with this home run derby win for Jordan Walker.
yeah,
Going
it was super
into
impressive to see.
Black
for
Phil.
me,
Yeah.
yeah, go yeah, going into that home run derby, I didn't really expect to win at all. Like I expected him to even go far. Not because I didn't think he could do it, but more because he just you look at who you're going against. You're going against Schwarber and Bryce Harper in Philly. And you got Jack Caglione, um, and who else? Ben Rice was in there. Wilson Contreras, also former Cardinal, was there. Um, I just it was his first All Star. Like just the fact that he was even there in the first place was impressive enough for me.
Well, yeah, it's because
Um,
he wasn't even going to be
but
there until like the committee stepped in, and then he comes in and he shows the whole world why he should have been there.
right, and I think also just if you would have told me at the beginning of this year that Jordan Walker's an All Star, I mean that's already enough to be like excited about. And the fact that he's participating in the home run derby and then wins it and the way that he did. Um, so if you did not watch it, I'm sure every Cardinal fan has seen it by now. But um, he in the first round he ties Wilson Contreras for the most home runs. I think it was 12 in that first round. So he was able to get into the second round pretty easily. Um, and then in the second round, Junior Caminero struggled and only hit 5 home runs that second round. So Walker breezed through that really easily. And then the final matchup came with Schwarber after Wilson Contreras was going against him. Um, um, and after when you saw that Wilson Contreras versus Schwarber battle, that whole thing was insane because that's when the Philly fans started really getting into it and started booing their like Wilson Contreras a lot on like every swing that he did was not a home run. They were just like, erupting, and then they were booing him like the entire time. Every time he hit a home run, it was just like the energy was really high. So Walker, who has struggled with being in the moment, just absolutely comes into this like with Ken Griffey style with the backwards hat. And
He actually
just
doesn't give a fuck.
look,
It's great.
it ice in his veins on his last swing with 8 home runs and needs to get to 11 to tie. Ends up hitting 6 home runs in a row, to win the Derby. I mean, I have no words. What were your guys' thoughts when you first saw it?
Well, I booted up like I just did my little social media march at the end of the night because like Jordan Walker's not gonna do this. Uh, and then I hear about this heater he did, and I'm like, wait, he just fucking won. And I had to jump to the Discord and see what you guys are saying because I couldn't believe it happened.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on Netflix, which was terrible. We'll talk about,
Yeah.
but it was great. It was actually like we were talking about how like this is some
This was the
the
tying home
Cardinals
run
are
right here.
making an exciting season out of a season that could have easily been a wash. And it's part to Jordan Walker, who's like, tugs our heartstrings, pulls us back and forth on like how we feel about him. But like he's having a great, great season. And I hope to God he capitalizes on this momentum because he's got it in his back pocket now. He's got to keep his swagger and he's got to believe in himself. He's gonna be a great asset to this team. I hope it doesn't fall to the side in the offseason. I hope this team takes care of him.
Yeah, I think what really this was the nail in the coffin to all the shit I've been giving Brendan about talking about how Walker was not going to be sustainable in this high performance level, but he's making me eat crow, and I'm all for it. I mean, hey, you proved me wrong. You're making
This
the
is one
team
of
that
those
I
things you
support
want to be
better.
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's why I'm happy for him as a player. I'm happy for the team, and that I feel like this is a great moral standpoint too, going into more stretches throughout the rest of the season as well, knowing that you see Walker has this confidence, and with his confidence, he's taking it in full stride, And he's also, he's gonna be like I love the posts that have come out with it too of people being like Jordan Walker walking over to Heimblum's office to get that extension now. Just like
Yeah,
got a full blown strut with it.
and that's what I wanted to get into is I think you have to extend him this year.
Oh
I don't
yeah, now he just
Well,
literally just shoved it in your hoop and
I,
said, "Pay me."
I saw something that said his salary for this year was like right under $1 million, and then he just
Mhm.
won $1 million at the home run
Mhm.
derby. Is that right? That's
Yep,
insane.
that's right. Because
Yeah, like
he hasn't had arbitration yet. I think he has 2 more years till he starts making more money in arbitration, but you want to avoid that because
Yeah.
you I mean, look at the battle that you had with this guy coming from like 2023 where he was like this number 1 prospect in baseball. All these expectations and then those last 3 years were just like disappointing. Like that's the only word that comes to mind when you think about Jordan Walker's first 3 years in the big leagues. And then he comes in this year with almost like a chip on his shoulder and he just does not like the like I said like the home run derby just proves to me that he's a superstar and he's here to stay. I mean, we've gone back and forth. There's where
Brandon's fighting his printer.
Yeah. I didn't know he's gonna
so
fax us over the info.
You're
No,
gonna
now he's
fax
gonna.
us what you're talking about.
wait, what?
Nothing.
You just,
You were fighting the
your
printer.
your internet's really giving it to you right now.
What was last?
Yeah.
The last thing I ever said was that like the last 3 years were a disappointment.
So the last 3 years were a disappointment, and now you have him coming this year in the home run derby, just icing his does not give a shit about what anyone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Is this bad?
It's not. It completely cut you off, pal. Either way, to say the least, Brennan's very happy that Jordan Walker's proving a lot of people wrong with all the tribulations that he went through in this past few years and whatnot. Because I'll even admit it too. Like I was one of the few people that was really yelling and screaming about the fact that this guy isn't a top performer. If we were being honest, we're worried that he was going to fall into what Nolan Gorman is currently. That he wasn't going to be able to stay up at this high level and compete and whatnot. And now he's showing what he's meant to be of that high performance player, which is so nice to see. I'm sure Brendan will also make the point of just like, yeah, you got to pay him. You can't let this type of player slip away. And with the,
Yeah, not
you
after
got to,
this.
you're making the core of what the Cardinals are with this performance and really showing that. And talking about players that are getting paid, we also have the JJ Wetherholt extension that came in too, which is really awesome to see. I don't know. I'd have to double check, but I think he's making a really good
Is
amount
it
of money.
11? Is it 11 years or 11 million?
I think it's 11 million.
8 years, 112 million, with
11
just
years, 112 million.
Yeah.
years.
Right. So yeah, and that contract will take him up to 2034. There is no opt outs in the deal, so that shows that even JJ is like, I'm fucking fully committed to this team, and I think we can make something great here, which is so nice to see players doing and showing that they want to be part of the solution and build the next future for this team going forward. So he's going to get a salary of 2.5 million this next season, 4 million in 2028, 7.5 million in 29, and then 12.5 million in 2030. So it's only like it's going to just keep going up and up for him, and then near like the end of his last year or two is when it drops back down. But
And he
I
should
think
only get better. I don't see him
right.
having a 1 year, be a 1 year warrior. Um, he should only get better. With with Walker, he's showing that he can stay. So I think he's the next big signing for sure.
Oh
Like
yeah.
like
He has to be.
people are definitely excited about JJ. So with Walker, that's showing. I mean, Walker is now like definitely an MLB like staple name. You win the home run derby like that against Schwarber in his own damn stadium. Like everyone knows your name now. I remember when I was looking up videos for the podcast today that someone was like, "Who the hell even is Jordan Walker?" It was a Phillies fan, of course, but yeah, like you're setting a tone for this team. You got JJ, who's very interesting. Walker, who is now a stud nationwide. Uh, this team is coming together, and Kyle Bloom is doing what he came here to do. Like this team's coming together. It might not be this like season as ours. It might not even be next, but this team, this team, uh, is reminding me, like of the Blues. Like they're doing a lot of good decisions in these last few seasons.
And let
Like
me just say, like, it's good
sports
to
is on the
have.
come up.
Yeah, it's good to have that feeling in sports again in St. Louis with knowing that there is hope that things are going. We're past the days of having to stay patient and it's time to act and we're building something great for both teams and just the Cardinals in general and it's so nice to see.
There's Mr. Brennan gonna go take care of his internet.
Yeah.
He's probably dying inside that he can't talk about his
I
Cardinals
know. Poor
because he,
man.
yeah. Uh, but no, I didn't think the Cardinals would rebound this fast, and I do see them being as a postseason threat
Right.
going into next year. I don't know about this year. This year, when might be talked. Um, Brennan was sure to believe that Brewers series was the nail in the coffin for us. I'm not too attentive to that,
Well, I
but
mean, if we bring up I don't know if you want to bring up the schedule to talk about it and whatnot, but we can go over like the last few games and whatnot.
yeah, I'll take a look at it. Let me pull it up. Brennan has informed us that his internet is shot. He is diagnosing that.
Yeah, he
Hopefully we
took it
get
out
him
to
back.
pasture.
Hopefully we get him back in here though, because they'll give all our Cardinals fans
I
what they
think I'm
need.
back. I think I'm good now.
Okay.
You sound better.
I don't know what we're going.
Oh.
Oh,
Poor man.
This is the episode I wanted to do so bad.
it's
We know. We were talking about that too. We were just like, this is the one literally the only one he wanted.
Anyway, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try.
you sound better. Just we'll just jump in and say when you sound like shit.
Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulties. I have no idea what's going on. I'm hoping to be out of here soon.
So
Anyway.
you jumped in. We were just talking about how this and we can go back to the other subject so we can clearly hear what you have to say. But to keep one like fluid thought, me and Sean were talking about how it's exciting that these St. Louis teams, the Blues and the Cardinals, are rebounding really well and showing promise into the future. Uh, and we are talking about how like next season, I could see the Cardinals definitely being a postseason team for sure, like in the upcoming seasons. Um, but then we were harkening back to where you had thought that maybe with that Brewers series that we fumbled, it might be the end of our postseason hopes. And then me and Sean were going to bring up the schedule and look at it to see what the real damage is.
Because
Yeah.
you
And
technically won
evaluate.
the series against the Braves.
Yeah, you did. Going back a little bit back to the future, the one thing I want to add just real quick. I don't know anything about the draft that just happened for MLB. What I've seen like insider analysis in like national media and people who are familiar on Twitter about, a lot of these prospects that we drafted. I've seen nothing but praise for Chaim Bloom on how he handled that draft. And I know he picked up a lot of like high school bats as well. Like I did like the first two picks, Trevor Condon and I think the other name was like Rocco Moscato or something like that. I can't. Sorry,
You got
I
a
can't
guy
remember his
named
name.
Rocco
Moscato.
Moscato.
Yeah,
That's a
his
sick
name's-
name. I want that
yeah,
jersey.
I know it's they're sick names. Trevor Condon's like the people are saying he's like the second coming of Pete Crow Armstrong, which would be amazing to have on our team. But like, and then like, just the fact that Chaim and the ownership is committing to extending JJ was the first step. I think, regardless of Walker's season, that was the guy you needed to lock up first. But now with Walker, I think you have to extend him. because
Yeah, it's got to be bang bang.
You can't let this pass. You're never. I don't care who you find. Like you want, like in the draft, free agent, anything. The ceiling of Jordan Walker is Aaron Judge level. I mean, that's what it is. There's no other way to say it. You're not gonna find any player to replace that. What his ceiling could be. Now, could it fail? Absolutely, it could. You know, like, but that's the risk that you have to take. And I just hope that Walker is open to an extension, because at this point, I wouldn't be surprised if he's not. You know, like, just from the back and forth that he had with the organization before, like the previous like regime with John Mosaic and how they handled his development. I'm hoping now it's in a better spot.
Well, yeah, and he dealt through all that, so
yeah. I mean, he had.
And now
to,
the cards are turning up.
But you have to reward him, and you have.
Where's he from? Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah.
Okay.
And it also, last thing before we get into the schedule thing, Jordan Walker's family, that whole was that was amazing. I'm glad that glad the broadcast showcased that. Even though that broadcast was awful overall with like the announcers and stuff with Netflix, but
is that some Netflix bullshit?
Yeah, it was bad. Like, I thought the camera angles, like the camera quality was great, and the locations that they had, it was the directing that I thought they did horrible with.
That's why they need you, Mason.
Yeah, they need to hire me with a bunch of honky tonk.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, like I said, I'm proud of Jordan Walker, and like I said, his family. Here, I can unmute your audio here. His dad's stuff so awesome.
What's it like to have 40,000 people boo you?
I was once told you don't boo nobody, so it feels pretty good. Yeah.
That's right. How about your dad, Derek? Get over here. Get over here. How about your boy?
Oh, he was awesome today. I just loved everything about it. Just his attitude, his approach, the smoothness, his swing. Looked like his dad. But yeah, he just did a great job. We're so proud of him. He just really, we're proud.
It's a great video.
You know, looking at that video though, that's a cool mantelpiece, but that trophy's kind of obnoxious.
Yeah.
Like
Kind of
two
dumb
big fucking sticks.
Have you seen the home run? Have you seen the chain that they got?
The chain's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like the Philly bell, and it has like an actual ring. It actually like rings. That's pretty sick.
Oh, I didn't know it rings.
That actually rings?
Yeah, it's a real bell. And then Ryan Howard,
Ryan Howard did something with his
you
bell.
You just got attacked by the computer virus.
Yeah. I didn't know coronavirus could attack you like that.
Uh-oh. That's
there
rough
he goes.
again.
Poor guy.
He was going to say that that one dude was a St. Louis native or something like that, right?
Ryan Howard.
Yeah.
You got that? I'm so... I didn't hear any of that. That's funny.
I heard that. I was just trying to get the name out. Anyway, let's get to the schedule.
Brennan's so frustrated. All right. So coming up, we go against the Diamondbacks.
You really think the Brewers outcome is going to fuck us in the end?
It's possible, but I think they still have a chance. It's just tough. Because, I mean, you still can make the wild, but I think you are going to have to come out of the All-Star break pretty hot. Because the Diamondbacks are tough. You lost a series to them earlier at Busch.
Well, we had an episode where we talked about the Angels were ass, so that should be pretty good.
The Angels should be easy. You should sweep that series. The Diamondback, there's a random
that makeup game, yeah.
That makeup game is in there. And then you have the Reds who are ass. I think you should win that series. And then you go to Chicago, which we've done well in Chicago this year. So I'm hoping that we can.
Shout out to, once again, Phil for coming in early, and also noted Cubs fan, but we're not going to get into that. We don't support that here.
We try to get him out. We try to usher him out before we went to the Cardinals section.
Yeah, I think when you get through, I think if you can win these,
if you can
win these series, yeah.
If you can win
You
Then
win.
you win.
If you win 3 of the 4 series, the rest
The rest is a cakewalk.
The rest
in a
did
really good
development.
spot.
Not that show.
Because look at August. Go to August.
The Yankers.
Yeah. And the Blue Jays, we were there. I think if I remember correctly, the Blue Jays are sucking ass really bad too.
They are.
The Rockies, they're the Rockies. Then you have the Phillies. That matchup against the Phillies is going to be really interesting.
Yeah, we're gonna have
That's gonna be
a
fun.
season rivalry now.
Yeah.
I mean,
You go against the Cubs again, and then it's the Reds, Phillies again, Orioles, Pirates, and the Pirates have always sucked. So
I mean, that series. I mean, that month, you're not really facing that many bad. The most notable ones are
The Terminator, is that what he said?
yeah, I think it's Skynet.
the
We have to worry
Yankees
about
have been
Skynet.
struggling a lot lately. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Okay. Well, it's because they made everyone shave off their hair so they don't have all that swag.
No, it's not a rule anymore.
Oh, really?
No, it's not a rule anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy because I thought like it was weird that like they even made them shave their pubes and stuff. Like their GM.
Yeah, I don't know why they
would
would like, hey, show me it.
They weren't allowed to wear belts like during batting practice because the GM would come up and like pull his pants. And
Yeah.
stare
You didn't
down
shave
and-
today.
Stare down into the wrecked oblivion.
I think it's crazy to think that there's only 2 months left of baseball. Really,
Yeah.
it's huge.
Yeah, I think football starts next month too. The
Yep.
preseason shit.
And the No Fun League.
The No Fun League.